Last time he won a Flemish Classic, it was a semi-classic. It was Kurna just over 2 years ago. But it's looking difficult. They might be looking to another Belgian here. The home fans, Jasper Philipsen, Jordi Mer. Barry Hoban. 1974.
Segard's still sitting on the wheel, but you can see the Red Bull rider. This is the last effort. He's got a big acceleration. Try and get him as close as possible, and that will the doors will be well and truly blown off. Segard's still sitting there, not pulling a turn. He's not looked over his shoulder. I don't think he realises how close they are.
Now comes through into the middle. They've got to coax him to the front. 7 seconds, 2.2 kilometres to go, and that straight road to Wevelgem. They will see the finish line a long, long way from it. For them, it can't come quick enough right now. It's still Ganna. Another look behind, and another rider from Red Bull is off, is done, is dusted. Wevelgem, as we used to call it. It's celebration between these two old mates, and the first